far, him and Han about how it's slow, and we haven't seen many. It's day 2 and it's not even 5 o'clock and we're tagged out at this camp. Hey guys, what's going on? We're bringing you another Gear Hunter today from a pretty unique spot. Right now we're on the north slope of the Brooks Range in Alaska hunting barren ground caribou, and we've got the RazorPro and the RazorMax, and we're going to use these to break down this awesome caribou right here. Alright, so we're going to use 2 different knives today to break down this caribou to pack it back to camp. I'm going to start with the RazorPro. I like the RazorPro because it's got the short 3.5-inch blade. Obviously it's got the typical Outdoor Edge replaceable blade system, so as it starts to dull, you can change it out. The RazorPro also has the gutting, not hook gut, but gutting blade, right? So you get that under the skin, you slide it along, and that way you don't puncture the guts, get into what we call the guacamole, so you stay clear of that. In addition to that knife, we're going to use the RazorMax here. I like the RazorMax a lot because it comes with 2 different blade styles. It's got the 5-inch replaceable blade, and then it's got some shorter blades that you can use for skinning or detail work around the bone and whatnot. So with these 2 knives here, I'm going to be able to break down this whole animal, get it gutted out, get all the meat off the bone, and then when we get back to camp, I'll use the smaller blade on, I guess I could use either one. I could use the RazorPro or the RazorMax with the shorter blade to cape out the skull. All right, so I'm going to start with the RazorPro on this one. What I like to do is you find the last set of the rib cage here, and you're going to make a small puncture, just a little bit to get through the skin, right? Then take this gut hook blade, go right down, go to there, this way just a little more, and there we go. So I've already separated everything down in the back end. Now I'm going to go up and cut out the diaphragm, cut the esophagus, and that way everything pulls right out. All right, so this is my first caribou, so I'm going to do a shoulder mount to this one. Everybody's got their own technique that works for them. What I like to do is take a cut all the way around the top, so that I can work on the front and back half. So I'll skin both out and then debone everything from there. Okay, so I use the gut blade there to just make a nice line up around the top. So I'll start working on this side, get this mostly done, then flip it over and finish the back side. So make a cut around the elbow so we get the skin separated there. And then I actually like to use a knife for this. Go right up the forearm, around the elbow. And right back that side cut that I made. Partway through this caribou here, that blade was about done. I always just like to use a razor sharp blade just so no mistakes happen. It makes things a lot easier. So pull it out of the wrapper, pop the old one out, click the new one in, you're good to go. So what I like to do when I'm caping out my animals is you find the base of the skull here, right at the bone where the neck meets the skull. Insert your knife that way and then run a straight line right down the spine to your connecting cut. Perfect.
Check back in for our part 2 video as we head back to camp and finish caping out the caribou. For more information on these Outdoor Edge products, head on over to OutdoorEdge.com.